Choosing the wrong prop firm can drain your accounts faster than you think. Trust me, I've seen it happen time and time again. The truth is, finding the right prop firm isn't about the biggest profit splits or even the easiest evaluations to pass. It's about finding what fits your trading the best. The truth is, finding the right prop firm for you isn't about which firm allows for the biggest profit splits or the easiest evaluations. It's about knowing what exactly fits your trading style the best, your risk tolerance, and your goals. I'm going to break down exactly how to find the right prop firm for you, whether you're a beginner trader or you're an experienced trader trying to level up. Stick around and let me show you exactly how to make an informed decision before you end up blowing your account. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over 3 of the top futures firms that I personally recommend. So we have Topstep, Apex, and then we have Take Profit Trader. So these are the 3 firms that I recommend. Now we're gonna start off by analyzing their evaluation process, their payout process, and then a few other rules that they have. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this off. So I'm gonna start off with Topstep. For Topstep's evaluation process, okay, let's just say you purchase a 50K account. Your profit target is $3,000 and your drawdown is $2,000. With that being said, 2 days to pass your account, let's just say, it takes you longer, that's totally fine. But the minimum amount of days is 2 days. Out of that $3,000 target, you cannot make more than 50% of that total $3,000 in one singular day. So in one singular day, you cannot make more than $1,500. Your highest day on that evaluation has to be less than or equal to $1,500. The reason why they do this is so that you can maintain consistency while you're getting funded throughout your evaluation phase. So let's just say you make $1,500 on the first day and then $1,500 on the second day, then you would pass your evaluation of $50,000. Now you have to pay $150 to activate this account. Typically the $50,000 accounts will cost you $50. So total, it's going to cost you $200. That's for Topstep. Okay, next we're gonna do Apex. Same example, we're gonna be using a $50,000 account. Okay, that's gonna cost you about $34.70 or $37.40. Can't remember which one it is. It just depends on what sale is going on. Typically, I don't buy Apex accounts unless there is an 80% off sale. The profit target is $3,000 and then the drawdown is $2,500. Now, I forgot to mention on the Topstep evaluation, the drawdown is EOD, meaning that it does not trail until the end of day balance. So if you make $1,000, then at the end of the day, if you're still up 1,000, then going into the next day, your drawdown will increase by 1,000. That is not the case with Apex. On Apex, the drawdown is trailing. So if you're floating $500 profit, so for example, let's just say the account balance starts off at 50,000. The drawdown on Apex is not the same as Topstep. It is intraday trailing, meaning if your account balance starts off at 50,000 and you're up $500 in a trade, so you're up 500, which means that your account balance is now at 50,500. Your initial trailing drawdown account balance was 47,500. If you make $500 in a trade, floating 500, it now goes up to 48,000. Now, even if you don't close, so let's just assume that you didn't close this trade and now you're at break even for the day. So now your account balance goes from 50,500 to 50,000. Your drawdown still increased by 500 intraday. Now you only have $2,000 between 50,000 and 48,000, right? So even if you don't close your trade, if you're up 500 and it goes to break even, your drawdown still moved. This is what makes Apex a little bit more difficult to trade. So the key to not blowing these accounts during the evaluation phases or even during your funded phase is to not be greedy while you're passing your account. Apex typically runs 1 day passing, so you can't pass an Apex account in 1 day. I've done it hundreds of times. It's not that hard. Just catch a good trade, let it run, and you'll be all good. That's for Apex. Once you pass, you have to pay an activation fee of either $85, $125, or $160, depending on what sale is currently running. Now, the last one that we have is Take Profit Trader. Again, we're going with the $50,000 account. Okay, so currently right now at this time of the video, they're running a 30% off, no activation fee sale. So typically a 50K account's gonna cost you $170 with an activation fee of about $150, give or take. But right now they're running a sales 30% off. I'm not affiliated with any of these prop firms whatsoever. I'm just telling you what's going on. They're running a sale where you can get no activation fee, 30% off. So it's gonna cost you $119 for a 50K account. So again, the profit target is $3,000, but the drawdown is $2,000. Now, the thing about Take Profit Trader is that the drawdown is $2,000 EOD like Topstep on the evaluation phase. But once you get into the funded phase, it's not the case. It's going to be trailing like Apex. So it's a give or take. So with with Take Profit Trader, you have to have 5 minimum trading days. You cannot make more than 50% of the overall target. So it's the same with Topstep. You cannot make more than $1,500. So your largest winning day has to be greater than or equal to $1,500. If it's more than $1,500, then they'll make you make more money over a longer period of time. You have to have 5 minimum trading days. So let's just say on day 1, you make $1,500. So on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, let's just say you do plus 1,500 and then plus 1,500. So let's just say you make $1,500 on your first 2 days. That means on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th day, I would recommend trading with like 1 micro to just pass your days, to count those days, and then now you just pass and you got funded with a $50,000 account. Okay, so now going into the payouts. So we're gonna have Topstep, Apex, and then Take Profit Trader. Okay, so for Topstep, you have to have a minimum of 5 winning days. They don't have to be in a row, but they have to be of a minimum of $200 plus $200. That is the bare minimum for 5 days. And then you can get a payout of up to 50% of your profits or 50% of the total account up to $5,000. Now for Apex, you have to have 8 trading days. Okay, 5 of those 8 days have to be plus $50. That is for Apex. And with Apex on a $50,000 account, you're only able to withdraw $2,000 per account, which is why I prefer to have multiple Apex accounts, because then that increases the amount of money that you can withdraw. And then with Take Profit Trader, once you beat the buffer of $2,000, so on day 1, you can get a payout. So you can get a payout on day 1. This is the advantage of Take Profit Trader. You're allowed to have payouts every single day. Anything above the $2,000. So if you're up $3,000 on the account, you're able to withdraw that $1,000 that's above the buffer, and then it's an 80-20 split. They keep 20%, you keep 80%. So out of that $1,000, you would be getting plus 800. This is how this works. Take Profit Trader. Okay, so going into all of their rules. Now, Topstep used to not have a lot of strict rules, but now they've implemented a lot of rules. If you guys want to know Topstep's rules in depth, comment down below. If you guys want me to make a separate video on that, I just made a video on Apex's rules, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. So for Topstep, there really isn't much going on except that you need to have a solid strategy. They don't want you gambling. The same goes for Apex. They want you to maintain a similar contract sizing. They don't want you entering in with 1 micro one day and then 10 minis another day to try to make up. On Topstep, you have contract sizing. So you have to reach certain parameters on your account. So for example, you have to make like $1,000, I believe, in order to be able to trade X amount of minis on that account or X amount of contracts. If you're on the Topstep X platform, it's equivalency of minis and micros. So 1 mini is equivalent to 10 micros on any futures pair that you choose. You know, I only trade NQ. So if you're trading on Topstep X, it's equivalent. But if you're trading on Tradeovate, you're not allowed to trade with 10 micros from the beginning. You can only trade with like 2 or 3 because of the contract sizing. So that becomes a little bit difficult. So if you are trading on Topstep, I do recommend using their platform. For Apex, the rules are a little bit more clear cut. It's a little bit easier to understand than Topstep. Topstep is all discretionary and up to their decision whether or not they want to approve your payout, which kind of becomes a little bit sketchy. They used to be my favorite firm, but now because of all the additional rules, it's becoming a bit more difficult. They've also put a limit on how many accounts you can purchase throughout the month, which is absolutely retarded because that's how they make their money in the first place. But I guess they want to eliminate all of the gamblers that are utilizing their platform. So for Apex specifically, there is a 30% consistency rule, meaning that one day's profits cannot make up more than 30% of the total amount of money you have in the account. On top of that, one trade's losses cannot make up more than 30% of the total drawdown that you have in the account. So you want to make sure that, for example, on a 50K account, one singular trade cannot make up more than $750 loss. So you can't have an $800 loss. Now, it's not a hard rule, but they want to make sure that you're not consistently losing 30% of the account, which makes sense. They want you to have proper risk management. You do have to have consistent contract sizing. Now with Take Profit Trader, this is the one that has the least amount of rules, I would say. They just want you to be profitable pretty much. It's the most lenient one in my opinion. They don't really have a cap on how much you can withdraw. You can withdraw daily. I would say with them, be careful when it comes to the trailing drawdown. I've blown a lot of the accounts because it is different on the evaluation than it is on the funded stage. So I would say this one is pretty clear cut when it comes to their rules. Again, I can make another video separate to this one on the rules in depth. If you guys want to see that, let me know down below in the comments and I'll make that video for you guys. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm not gonna go ahead and do any of that right now. Okay, so when it comes to their reputation and credibility, are any of these firms even trustworthy? Can you even trust them to pay you out on time? And the answer is yes. Topstep is very, very good. When you're getting your payout, always choose the Wise option. It's a bit quicker than the ACH. I mean, the ACH is pretty smooth as well, but the Wise tends to be a little bit quicker. They do pay out. I've had multiple payouts from them. I've had students that, get paid out frequently from them. Apex, people always complain about Apex and paying out. They do deny payouts frequently, but it's because people don't follow their rules. They have a clear-cut section of their rules on their website, which I have explained in that other video. And if you don't follow the rules, then they won't pay you out. They have made multiple $1 million payouts. There's a few people that I know personally, or at least one person that I know personally that did end up getting a payout for about $2 million. I've been paid out over $100,000 from Apex. Now they do take a long time when it comes to getting paid out, but that is their process. They do end up paying out though. Take Profit Trader honestly has the best payout policy. You can get paid out every single day. They're very credible. A lot of my students are getting paid out daily from them. Personally, I've never been paid out with them. I just now started getting accounts with them, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. And all honesty, out of these three firms, which ones would I recommend the most? It depends what your goals are. If you're trying to get a quick, you want to get a payout relatively quick, I would say go with Take Profit Trader. The pricing on all three of these is relatively the same. Take Profit Trader and Apex would be my top two. The only reason why I like to trade with Apex is because you can have up to 20 accounts. So if you make $1,000 in a day on all of your accounts linked through a copier, it replicates you now make $20,000 in a day, and you can build up equity on there relatively quick. And if you're good at risk management, you can maintain your account for that 48-day mark. You're able to withdraw all of your profits for the account and you're not going to be capped. So you're capped for the first 48 trading days, but after you do get beyond that 48 trading days, you will be able to withdraw everything in the account. So that's going to be pretty much it. I would say if you're a beginner, I would say go with Topstep just because it's a bit easier for you to pass the accounts. Also, it allows for you to be a little bit more consistent. Take Profit Trader and Apex are a bit more difficult. They do have that intraday trailing once you're funded. Apex does have that on the evaluation. So if you're a beginner, go with Topstep. If you're intermediate, you want to get paid out fast, I would say go with Take Profit Trader. If you have the utmost amount of patience, you're very patient, you're very disciplined, I would say go with Apex. And when going with Apex, don't just get one account. Get at least a minimum of 5. If you can afford it, go to 10. And then if you can really afford it, go to 20. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Again, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really happy about that. Road to 10K. If you guys want to apply to work with me one-on-one, go ahead, click that link down below. You can apply to work with me. My student Millie was able to get a $3,500 payout last week, bringing his total up to $18,000 in the past 3 months being in my one-on-one mentorship. Shout out to him. Another student of mine, Zach, I'll pop up a picture right here. He was able to get a car. He just purchased a brand new Tesla, which is beautiful. So congratulations to him. And I want the same for you guys as well. So if you guys are new, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.